Hola, bienvenidos a clase número 18. ¿Qué comiste? What did you eat? Just to recap the last lesson, we were learning how to form and apply the immediate future. So, for example, I am going to eat a pizza tonight. What I'd like to do to start off today's lesson then is for you to have a look through these sentences. So for number one, I've got 1A and B. Esta noche voy a preparar la cena. And 1B, me gusta preparar la cena. Which of those is the immediate future and what do both sentences mean? So have a look through each of these. Remember the signposts we talked about last lesson and find out which is the future and what they mean. Y listos en 3, 2, 1. Right, let's have a look. Number one, the answer is A. Tonight I'm going to prepare dinner, and we know that's the immediate future for two reasons. First of all, we've got the signpost tonight, and then we've got our 3 steps. I am going to prepare, hence the immediate future. It's not 1B because that means I like preparing dinner. Okay, that's the present tense. Number 2, the answer is B. I am going to go to the cinema this Sunday, clear signpost, whereas 2A is habitual, isn't it? I go to the cinema on Sundays, so that's our present tense. Number 3, the answer is B. I'm going to listen to the radio in my bedroom. No signpost there, but we do have our 3-step process, as opposed to 3A. Normally, I listen to the radio in my bedroom. Number 4, the answer is B. I am not going to eat junk food. Again, no signpost, but we've got our 3 steps there showing us it's the immediate future, as opposed to sometimes I like eating junk food. Again, that's habitual, so that's going to be our present tense. And number 5. 5B is your answer. This Friday, we are going to go to the Chinese restaurant. So clear signpost and your 3 steps. As opposed to we always go to the Chinese restaurant on Fridays, which is habitual. Okay, Grammar Geeks, this is brilliant. Today we're going to learn something called the preterite, which is a simple past tense. So, for example, if we take the pronoun I to play, and I want to put that in the simple past tense in English, the first thing I do is remove the to of the infinitive verb, and I'm going to add ed. I played. And then the you form. You to play, take away the to, you played. And the she, he form, exactly the same, take away the to and add ed. Let's try that process out with a verb like to watch. So, I to watch, we take away the to, and can we add an ed? I watched. Absolutely. You watched. He or she watched. And you can do the same as well for we watched, all of you watched, and they watched. So far, theory's looking good. Let's try the infinitive verb to listen. So, take away the to. I listen. Can we add an ed? I listened. Perfect. You listened. And he or she listened. Yeah, excellent. So, that's clearly what we do with regular verbs in English. And let's try out the infinitive verb to stop. So take away the to. I stopped. No, we need to add another P there to say stopped. So actually, this is slightly irregular, although we still have the ed at the end, which is helpful. And what about third favourites to have? Let's have a go at that one. I, take away the to. I have, no. So this is irregular, isn't it? Because actually, have becomes had. So, I had, you had, he, she had, we had, and so on. So that's irregular. Let's try out the verb to go. So take away our to. I goed. No. Obviously, this is also irregular, and it's highly irregular in English, isn't it? Because we're saying I went. It doesn't even look like the verb to go. But you could probably understand now why children growing up in an English-speaking country might say I goed, because they learn to put an ed at the end of a verb to make it past. But actually, there's quite a lot of irregulars in English. Let's do one more. The queen of verbs, to be. I take away the to. I beed. Wow, no. Now this one's crazy irregular. I was, you were, she or he was. I got that wrong myself. Okay, so look, English is really quite complex. The key question then is, how do we do this in Spanish? Well, we start off with our pronouns as always, and remember you don't always have to use them in Spanish when you're speaking or writing, but it's important to remember the order they're going in terms of the I, you, he, she, the formal version of you, we, all of you, and they, and also the formal and plural version of you. So when we've done tenses in Spanish before, we've established that all verbs, all infinitive verbs, end in either an AR, an ER, or an IR. And when we form many tenses in Spanish, not all, the first thing we do is we remove the ending, the AR, ER, or IR. So if I wanted to say tomar is to take or to have food or drink, and I wanted to say yesterday I had pizza, well, here's my pronoun, yo, there's my verb, tomar, take away the ending, and then I need to add one of these letters. So the next question is, which one of these letters am I going to add to the end of tom to form the past tense and say I had or I took? Well, on this occasion, it's going to be the E with the accent, okay? So, tomé, yo tomé means I took or I had. Tomé pizza, I had pizza. And for an ER or an IR verb, let's have a look at comer, to eat. You're going to use the I with an accent. So comí means I ate. Notice that's irregular in English as well. To eat, it's not eated, is it? It's I ate. Comí, I ate. You could obviously change that to the beber, bebí, I drank. Salir, to go out. Salí, I went out. Okay, and say you took or had, you ate, you drank, you went out. You have the choice of these letter strings, okay? Which one do you think we would use for an AR verb? Okay, it would actually be the one that ends, the one that starts with an A. That makes sense, doesn't it? So, tomaste means you had or you took, and therefore, iste is going to be our ending for ER and IR verbs. Comiste, you ate. Bebiste, you drank. Saliste, you went out. What about if we wanted to say she took or she had? She ate, she drank, she went out. Well, our choice this time is either yo or o. So which of these do you think would fit with an ER or IR verb? Probably no surprise, seeing as I just went IR verb, that io, it starts with an I, sorry I can't pick that up. Comió, he or she ate. Bebió, he or she drank. Salió, he or she went out. Which means we're left with the O with an accent for AR verbs. Tomó, he or she took or had. Using the same process, could you work out where these final letter strings are going to feature on our table? Okay, I mean literally on our table and sort of a made-up table. Where would you put these for we, all of you, and they? Okay, so for the AR column, the we form is going to be amos. So, tomamos, we took or we had. You, all of you, would be asteis, tomasteis, you all had or you all took. And they would be arron. So tomaron, they took or they had. That leaves us with imos, isteis, and hierron. Okay, so just to recap, if I wanted to say comer in the preterite, so I ate, you ate, and so on, I would say comí, comiste, comió, comimos, comisteis, comieron. And if I wanted to say I took or I had, using the preterite, it would be tomé, tomaste, tomó, tomamos, tomasteis, tomaron. Okay, we're going to look in a little bit more detail. Right, so this is your opportune moment to take a screenshot or to make notes, this is your official grid that we're going to be using for this lesson, how to form the preterite, the simple past. Here are your verb endings, so AR verbs, ER, IR, and your endings. Remember to remove the AR, ER, IR and replace with the correct letter or letter strings, depending on who you're talking about. Now, task A, I'd like you to just think about some infinitive verbs, make sure we know what they are, how to use them. Comer all the way down to cenar. So could you do a mix and match activity? Then task B, using this grid to help, could you write what these verbs, they've all been conjugated into the preterite, what do they mean in English? So comí, well, comes from comer, which means to eat, and it ends in an I accent. So therefore, we find that up here, there it is. We look along our row to see who's doing the talking. Yo, I. So that would mean I ate. We'll do one more together. Number 2, comieron. So that comes from the infinitive verb comer, again to eat. The ending ieron is here. So we follow our row along. Who's doing the talking? It's they or, oh my goodness me, that is a mistake. I'm going to change that in a minute. Or you, plural formal. So that really would mean they ate or you all ate if you're being polite to a group of people. Y listos en 1, 2, 3. Okay, so have a look through and see how you got on with these verbs. Most of them you should be familiar with. Brindar, to toast, as in to toast somebody's birthday or anniversary, not to actually make toast. Probar is a new one for us to try food for the first time, for example. Okay, so have a look through your answers, including all of the English meanings here. This time around, staying with the simple past, I've already conjugated some verbs that you've just been working with. And I want you to match those to the English. Then for task B, how would you say the following in Spanish? So I ate, I mean, yeah, it'll be up here. But actually, if you were using the process we've already discussed today, you take the verb comer, to eat, you'd remove the ER, and you'd add the appropriate letter, which would be E. When I say E, I'm pronouncing the letter I with the accent E. So, comí, I ate. Okay, good luck, buena suerte. Y las respuestas en A, B, C. Okay, over to you to have a look through, see how you got on. Right, for the next task, you're going to need your grid to hand with all of those verb endings, and this is going to be a quick listening activity. So what I need you to do is just to make a note of the numbers 1 to 8. I'm going to read out to you a verb in Spanish that's already been conjugated. It's already in the past tense. And what I want you to do is listen really carefully to the ending and then make a note of whether I'm using a verb that's in the I form, yo, or the we form, nosotros. So for example, if I said brindamos, because it ends in an amos, who's doing the talking there, I or we? If you look on your grid, amos will show you it's we, okay? So you don't even have to understand what verb I'm saying, you just have to say whether it's the I or the we form, okay? Let's have a go. Número 1. Comí. Número 2. Comimos. Número 3. Bebimos. Número 4. Tomamos. Número 5. Bebí. Número 6. Desayunamos. Número 7. Probé. Y finalmente, número 8. Cenamos. Right, and your answers. Number 1, I said comí, so it's I ate. Number 2, comimos is the we form, we ate. Number 3, Bebimos is we drank, the we form. Number 4, tomamos, that would be the we form, we took or we had. Number 5, bebí, I drank, the I form. Number 6, desayunamos, we had breakfast, that's the we form. 7, probé, I tried, that's the I form. And finally, number 8, cenamos, obviously amos refers to we. And we are now going to do exactly the same thing, only this time I've added an extra person. Vosotros meaning you, all of you, plural. So on your grid, you now need to be looking at 3 rows. Yo, nosotros, and vosotros. Okay, so who is doing the talking? Let's have a go. Número 1. Comisteis. Comisteis. Número 2. Comí. Comí. Número 3. Bebisteis. Bebisteis. Número 4. Tomé. Tomé. Número 5. Bebimos. Bebimos. Número 6. Desayuné. Desayuné. 7. Probasteis. Probasteis. Y finalmente, número 8. Cenasteis. Cenasteis. And your answers. Number 1, comisteis, is the you plural form, all of you ate. Number 2, I ate, comí. Number 3, bebisteis is all of you drank, so the vosotros form. Number 4, tomé, I took or I had, so that's I form. Number 5, bebimos, we drank, the nosotros form. Number 6, desayuné, that's the I form, I had breakfast. 7, probasteis, all of you tried, that's the vosotros form. And number 8, cenasteis, that's again the vosotros form, all of you had dinner. Okay, next job, never ending, I know. We need to learn some signposts before we can start using the past tense in full sentences. So words, for example, like yesterday, last year, in the past, 5 minutes ago, all vital for us. So make a note of these in Spanish and link them to the correct English. Gracias. Vamos a continuar en 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's have a look, see how you got on. Letra A, ayer, es número 40, yesterday. Ayer, ayer. B, anoche, es número 60, last night. Anoche. C, la semana pasada, es número 10, last week. La semana pasada, notice all of those feminine agreements. D, el mes pasado es número 20, last month, el mes pasado. E, el año pasado es el número 30, last year, el año pasado. Don't forget that accent. F, hace un minuto, es número 50, a minute ago, hace. Hace 5 minutos, letra G, hace 5 minutos es 200, 5 minutes ago. H, hace una hora, 100, an hour ago, hace una hora. I, hace un día, número 90, a day ago, hace un día. Y finalmente, J, en el pasado, es número 70, in the past, en el pasado. Okay, starting to bring all of this together now. Have a look at these words and form a sentence using all of them. Okay, come back to you shortly. Y listos en A, B, C. Okay, let's see how you got on. So, ayer, yesterday. Para el desayuno, for breakfast. Comí, I ate. Tostadas con mermelada, so toast with jam. Y, and. También bebí, also I drank. Té, tea. Okay, over to you. So I want you to complete these words with the missing letters, please. Very important that you know what the sentences mean. Then what I want you to do is to decide if each of these sentences contains the past, present, or future tense. Answer that question for me, and we'll then move on to one more listening, okay? Come back to you soon. Hasta luego. Oh, don't forget some keywords here. Fui and fue. Fui, fue. Just saying. ¿Estáis listos? ¿Sí? Bueno, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yesterday I ate a Russian salad. Now, obviously I've said to you, you don't have to use the pronouns. They're only there so you know how to conjugate, how to change the verb, okay? 5 minutes ago, I drank an orange juice. Number 3, last week I had tapas in a Spanish restaurant. And number 4, last night I went to a bar. New word, fui, I went. It's highly irregular, the verb to go, as we saw in English. Remember, to go becomes I went in English. And likewise in Spanish, ir, to go comes fui, I went. So last night I went to a bar where I drank a beer or two and a glass of white wine. Oh, no, sweet white wine. Oh, house sweet white wine. What a mouthful. And behold, you're listening. Last one for today. Just 4 sentences as well. So I'm going to read out a sentence to do with food and drink. But you have to tell me in your answer, what tense do you hear? How do you know it's that tense you've opted for? And could you also write the meaning of the sentence in English? Okay, I think the answer to all of those things is yes, you can, by the way. Okay, right, let's have a go. Number 1, I'll read them out twice. Esta mañana tomé tostadas y zumo. Fue un desayuno delicioso. And I repeat. Esta mañana tomé tostadas y zumo. Fue un desayuno delicioso. If you need to replay that, it's not a problem, okay? Do it as many times as you want until you feel confident. Otherwise, number 2, número 2. Normalmente me gusta tomar pollo asado y verduras para la cena. Repito, número 2. Normalmente me gusta tomar pollo asado y verduras para la cena. Número 3. Ayer por la noche comí un bocadillo de jamón y lechuga y una sopa de cerveza y queso. Y repito, número 3. Ayer por la noche comí un bocadillo de jamón y lechuga y una sopa de cerveza y queso. Y finalmente, número 4. Este fin de semana, mi familia y yo vamos a comer fuera en un restaurante japonés por la primera vez para probar sushi y pescado crudo. Repito, este fin de semana, mi familia y yo vamos a comer fuera en un restaurante japonés por la primera vez para probar sushi y pescado crudo. And your answers. So, the first task here, number 1 is in the present tense, normally. Number 2, present tense, generally. Number 3, we've got this weekend I'm going to go, so that's our future. Number 4, ayer, our signpost meaning yesterday. Fui a tomar tapas, I went to have tapas, they were delicious, that's past, pasado. 5, comí una buena ensaladilla rusa. I ate a small Russian salad, a good small Russian salad, that's our past. 6, I'm going to drink a good sweet wine, that's our future. And finally, the reason this is in red, tomamos patatas bravas, could actually be either the present or past. Tomamos means we have or we take, and it also means we had or we took. So either of those. Okay, you can read through my own answer for your second task and just compare it with your own. The listening at the bottom, the first sentence I read out was in the past. This morning I had, it was delicious. So there was clear signpost there. Number 2 was the present. Again, normally it means something to do with habit, doesn't it? It's the present tense as a result. Number 3 is your past, as per the signpost ayer for yesterday, plus our past tense here, comí, I ate. We had a ham and lettuce sandwich, by the way, and I don't know if you've had this kind of soup. It's Canadian, it's gorge. A beer and cheese soup. And number 4 is the future, because we've got the signpost this weekend. We've got our rule of 3, our 3 steps here for we are going to eat out in a Japanese restaurant for the first time to try sushi, and hopefully you were able to look up or work out pescado crudo, which means raw fish. Blech. Vamos, continuamos. Es una tarea muy importante. Es esencial, es vital, okay, really important task here to draw on everything you've learned in this unit of work about food and drink so far, and also to practice your past tense. So, no surprise, I want you to translate that whole text into Spanish. You take as long as you need, take a break, come back to it later, just make sure you do it, please. Okay, good luck, buena suerte. Right, and I'm just going to leave the answer here for you to go through in your own time. I'm not going to talk you through all of this, okay? But if you've got any questions, as always, just pop a comment down underneath the video and I'll get back to you. To finish off, and really important that you can answer these questions today. ¿Qué comiste, for example, ayer? What did you eat yesterday? Or ¿qué bebiste ayer? What did you drink yesterday? So using these as prompts, how would you say yesterday I ate a banana? Venga, ayer comí un plátano. Ayer comí un plátano. What about yesterday I drank water? Ayer bebí agua. Yesterday I drank a glass of water. Ayer bebí un vaso de agua. What about yesterday I ate an orange? Ayer comí una naranja. Yesterday I drank red wine. Ayer bebí vino tinto. I was just going to say yesterday I ate a pen. Oh, why not? Come on. How do you say yesterday I ate a pen? Ayer comí un bolígrafo. And what about yesterday I didn't eat a pen? Obviously. Ayer no comí un bolígrafo, because that would be daft. Don't do it. Muy bien hecho, todo el mundo. Well done. You're awesome. As always, that is the end of today's lesson. Quite a lot of work, lots of grammar. Just keep going over it. Replay the video if you need to until you feel confident. Practice those verb endings as well. Next lesson, lesson 19, we're going to be looking at Spanish recipes and moving on to me attempting to cook a Spanish omelette, una tortilla española, for your viewing pleasure. Okay, until then, take care. Hasta luego. Adios.